Welcome to the Inland Cricket Ground here in Calgary. We are bringing live coverage of the Division 1 Weeknight T20 tournament final between the Shaheen Gladiators and Mavericks. The news from the center is that Mavericks won the toss and put Gladiators into bat. Shazil and Mohammed are opening. As this one has been driven, it's a drop. It was a fairly simple chance, but spilled out of his hands there. The cover fielder was right on the 30-yard circle. It was a flighted one from Damanpreet. Drives through the extra cover. Should be a couple of runs. Their first runs for Mohammed. Picks up a couple. Gladiators move to 3. Hot weather here in Calgary. This one slower through the air has been played again towards the same extra cover fielder. The last 3 balls going to the same fielder. As we know, the ball keeps on following the fielder who drops the catch. How many times we see that as the one comes in once again. Full toss taken, full dispatched over mid-wicket boundary. We'll have to wait and watch if it crosses the line. It doesn't. I think they pick up 3 here. Tried to give air to that ball. End up a juicy full toss. Shazil picks up 3. The Mavericks have been in good form. They have won all of the last 5 games they played. It's one good delivery. Good length there. Batsman rocking on the back foot. Should have been playing on the front. And Gladiators, on the other hand, won their last match. They won 3 out of their last 5. So first over done, 7 for no loss. The Gladiators versus the Mavericks, who won the toss and elected to field. Mohammad Rehan and Shazil Naveed, the 2 for the Gladiators. And we saw the Mavericks started with spin. We see Butt tried to drive that on the up, misfields there. Couple of runs. Wanted to play in straight direction, but got in thick inside edge. Picked up 2 runs nonetheless. They're playing the game bowling from the same side here at the Inland Cricket Ground. It is pretty hot here. As you can see, it's 27 degrees C as Butt comes in. The next delivery straight, defended well by Shazil. Zishan Butt. This one has been picked up off the length, dispatched towards cow corner, where the fielder from long on comes across, gathers the ball, but Shazil picks up another couple here. Takes a score to 6. And Gladiators move to 9, 11, and Shazil moves to 8. Outside the off stump, went for the drive. Missed it completely. Lucky, didn't get an edge. Zishan bowled a wonderful spell in the Division 1 weekend final. Zishan, as I was saying, bowled pretty well. He bowled an excellent spell in the weekend T20 final. As the next one has been lofted in the straight direction towards the boundary line. It crosses. It's a wonderful shot there. Picked it up straight over the bowler's head. Bisected the long on and the long off fielder. First boundary of the innings. Mohammad Rehan there. Moves up to 7. And Gladiators move to 16 for no loss after 2 overs. Though the Mavericks lost that match where Zishan bowled a brilliant spell, but he gave his heart out in that match. It was a low-scoring game as Damanpreet now. Full toss taken on full again. Should be a boundary. Is a boundary. Signaled by the umpire. That was a rank full toss. A field being changed now. Long on is going towards cow corner. More of mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket. Mid off inside the circle. Long on. Two wheelers out, long on and deep mid-wicket. There's a slip. There's a point. Backward point being moved towards point now. As Daman comes in. This is a better length. Played towards cover where the fielder misfields. Should have stopped there. He didn't bend enough to gather that ball, and the ball went below his hands. Another couple picked up by the batsman here. Shazil. He's been playing his shots, Shazil here. Wanting to make sure that Gladiators make most of the power play. This one is a good one. Straight. Stump to stump. The line was excellent. The length was good. Missed. Outside the off stump, call for catch it. Takes an outside edge. Drops between backward point and the point fielder. And the batsman come back for another couple. Was lucky there. Shuttle, the ball didn't go to the fielder there. A slip comes out now. See a short third man. More of backward point than short third man. Outside the off stump, left alone. That was a good ball. Watching the ball closely and leaving it at the last moment. Once again, a full toss has been hit towards the same fielder which was Planted there, but he didn't reach the ball. And in the process of trying to catch, it hit his leg, and the ball ricocheted off his leg and crossed the boundary line. Another 4 here for Shahzil. Expensive start here from Damanpreet. He has bowled quite a few full tosses here in his 2 overs. Been patchy to say the best. .28 for no loss in 3 wickets now. Sorry, 3 overs, not the wickets. Pardon me. Damanpreet going for 19 in his 2 so far. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors, YYC Cricket, Kinetic Sports, Source Sports, Auto Reboot, as Amar is the new bowler, has been hit on the up over the extra cover fielder. Ball stops about 5 meters inside the boundary line. Excellent running here. Has reached. Really good running there from the batsman. Picked up 3. A sloppy fielding there from the Mavericks. Everybody's arms up in air. How could they let batsman take 3 runs on that occasion? It was a well struck shot by Shahzil. He's been going for his shots here. As I said earlier, as Amar gets ready to bowl the next ball. Comes in. Good ball. The batsman didn't move forward, didn't move back foot. Beaten by the in-swinger there. Didn't really do much there, Shahzil. Driven on the up towards the extra cover fielder. The fielder does a clean job. A rare dot ball. 4th over of the innings in progress as Amar comes in. Good ball there again. Lucky that it didn't hit the stumps. Came in. Shahzil a little bit non-striker doing the right thing by trying to calm him down once again. Just throwing bat at everything. Shahzil. Four dot balls in a row now from Amar. It's playing on Shahzil's mind. Sometimes it comes out and drives well stopped there by the cover fielder. Sometimes when you're not able to connect your shots, best to try and get a single and let your partner face the music for some time. It's the end of the over. Good over from Amar. Good start from him. 4 of the over. It's 32 for no loss in four overs now. This telecast is brought to you by 22 Yard Network. We see Zishan coming back into the attack. Now he's going to bowl the 5th over of the power play. His second. And Shazil is going to take strike. He took a single on the last ball. Zishan comes in. Is being driven, is up in the air. Should be a catch. Is taken finally. He was living dangerously there, Shazil. And finally, the breakthrough for the Mavericks. Zishan just doing basic stuff well. Couldn't connect there, Shazil. He was a little fidgety. He was getting a little tense. Missed a few balls, and I think that played on his mind. And T20 format, the game has changed quite a lot. And batsmen, the teams want to score as much as possible. Gone for 22. Shazil. Caught by Akib. That knock punctuated with 2 boundaries. 22 of 20. Amin Adil, the new man in. Rehan, on the other hand, has not got much strike. He's batting on 10 from 5 balls. As Adil is going to face his first ball from Zishan. That swung a little bit. Good bowling there from Zishan. Swung in air. A keeper there. Chatty. Once again, swung a little bit. Played straight down towards the bowler, who collects off his own bowling. Mohammad Mustajab, the keeper for Mavericks, is talking to the batsman there, talking to his fielders as well. Outside the off stump, that one cut after pitching towards outside the off, hit towards the cover point region. And opens his account with a single. Good bowling here from Zishan. His action is a little bit unique, to say the least. A little bit of sling, but not as much as this one has been hit over the long off boundary for a maximum first 6 of the innings. Was a brilliant shot. He picked that up. Was in the slot. Under the bat. Zishan did bowl a couple of balls in this previous over as well, which were pitched up full. They were driven in the same direction by Shazil, who also got a boundary of Zishan. This was a much better shot there from Rehan. Moves up quickly to 16 of 6 and 39 for 1. Now this one hit towards extra cover. End of the over. No run on that ball. Score remains at 39 for 1 of the first 5 overs of the power play. From the Gladiator side, Rehan is their most valuable player so far. He's got 29 points on the MVP ratings, followed by Shazil Naveed, who's got 27. And from Mavericks, it's Zishan, who's got 19 points. Again, just to remind you, this is the final of the Division 1 Weeknights T20 tournament between Gladiators and Mavericks. Mavericks won the toss and elected to bowl as the new bowler. First one has been hit towards the extra cover region for a single. Numan is the bowler. Numan Javed. Pitched up, driven, take off for a single here. Quick running between the wickets. Ran as soon as they hit the ball. The fielder is on the circle, making use of that. Mohammad Rehan. Adil is facing now. Good length delivery. Lunged forward there. Adil defended it towards the fielder at cover. Comes down and hits it high in the air. First one bounce. As the sweeper cover placed on the boundary line. Patrols and gets the ball back into the bowler's hand, but not before a single is taken. The score moves to 42 now. Numan is bowling decently so far. A good ball there in the block hole. Dug out well. I think the batsman probably hit his toe with the bat as well in the process of digging that ball out. That one came in. He's used the angle of the crease there. End of the over. 2 dots to end the over. Bowled that one a little wideish from the crease. Angle in the ball. Further came in after pitching. Was defended all right by the batsman. He defended that well. End of power play. 42 for 1. Adil batting on 3 and Mohammad Rehan on 17 from the 10 balls he faced so far. You can see the field spreading now. So that's the scorecard in first 6 overs. Gladiators put into bat by Mavericks. Zishan picking up a wicket of Shazil, who was playing his shots. Couldn't connect 4 or 5 balls, leading to his dismissal. Daman, a little expensive start from him. Amar starting fresh over. Another dot. This one is up in there. Has it been taken? He claims the catch. Yes. Was a good catch there. Dived towards his right. It was dying on him. Picked up the ball inches from the ground The batsman is still asking the fielder, hey, whether he did. And I think he's been adjudged not out here. That's a great sportsmanship from the fielder. He wasn't sure that he held that catch cleanly. Called back the batsman. Very rare to see in today's cutthroat T20 competition. Well done, young man. Take a bow. Not easy. Driven towards long off, gets a single. He dived full length. It was dying on him. Did pretty well to get his fingers to the ball, but unfortunately not under the ball. Slow one, driven towards the deep extra cover where the fielder comes in running, restricts the batsman to one. Again, that's wonderful display of sportsmanship from the Mavericks fielder. Outside the off stump edges, and he gets him this time. He gets his man. And sometimes, honesty pays, as we see on this occasion. Sometimes the honesty pays immediately. Honesty always pays. That was bowled a little bit back of length. There was width available. I mean, going for the shot, got an edge, and well caught by Mohammad Mustajab behind the stumps. Second wicket down for the Gladiators. Gurveer is the next batsman in. He's got around 1,200 odd runs under his belt. Amar has been bowling well. He said he did bowl a good first over as well. He's bowled 4 or 5 dots so far. Gurveer Singh, who is also the wicket keeper for Gladiators, comes at number 4. Important batting position. As Mustajab comes up to the stumps to keep, adjusting the fielder on the short fine leg side. Amar not bowling express. This one swung in the air. Watched well by Gurveer. Let it go. End of the over. Wonderful over there. Only 2 and a wicket. That's good bowling there from Amar and the Mavericks. 44 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. Gladiators. There's Canada Day Cup coming up during this weekend. The girls are playing would be covering the finals of that game on September 1st. As Numan gets ready to bowl his second over outside edge of the crease there. He's bowling quite well. He's angling in the ball. There in Rehan got completely beaten by that delivery. The angle of the ball is giving him some trouble. This one driven straight towards long on where the fielder collects it. Rehan takes another single, moves up to 19 and takes the team score to 45. The AWCL Women's Canada Day Cup is going to be played during this weekend, with the final, as I said, on Monday at the Riley Park Cricket Grounds. Riley Park Cricket Ground, as we all know, is considered the mecca of cricket in Calgary. Swung in again, and Numan is bowling a brilliant spell here. Today we also have the Division 2 T20 final, weeknight T20 final outside the off-stump. Wide should be signalled. Is a wide. It was quite wide. Went after that. Gurveer, lucky didn't edge it. The Division 2 T20 weeknight final is being played at West Winds Cricket Ground. We're covering that match as well. There's an appeal for Alberto. Is drifting towards the leg side for sure. The umpire signals a leg by. Numan once again is driven up in the air. Should be a catch. Is taken. Rehan not happy with himself there. Went straight to the fielder. And Numan picks up his first wicket. Well deserved. He's been bowling really well here. Numan. Javed. There's a third wicket down for Gladiators now. A bit of a spot of bother. Both new two batsmen at the crease. Gurveer is yet to open his account, and Harpreet Jatana, who's the captain of the Gladiators, walks in. Both have got a task at their hand. Jatana has scored around 930 runs in his 50 games with a strike rate of 103.56, and boy, does he not need to contribute today to his team's cause. A healthy chat going on between Shaheen Mavericks and Shaheen Gladiators. "47 for 3. As Numan is going to bowl the last ball of his second over. Swings it in and further after pitching in. Came in, swung in air. Good spell so far. Numan, brilliant bowling. Just 5 runs off his 2 and a wicket. 47 for 3 at the end of 8. The Gladiators. Division 2 Crescent Stars are batting. They have scored 57 for 1 in 7 overs so far. Amin Khidri with 29 not out, and Shubham Dhiman is batting not out on 6. Hussain Shafaq, the opener, man out there for 13 as we get ready here for the next over. Amar continuing the spell. Quick single there. Gurveer is off the mark finally. Took him 5 balls to get off the mark here in the final of the Weeknight T20 Division 1 tournament. It is still hot, but thankfully the clouds have covered the sun, so that's a good thing to happen as we see Amar bowling his 3rd over here. Another dot. The cricketing season is 1/3 over here in the Calgary as the next one has been flicked off his toes towards square leg, and no one there allowed the batsman to come back for the second. 50 up for the Gladiators, 50 for 3 in the 9th over. They need a blazing innings for someone to post a decent score. Amar, good bowling there. He's bowling to his field. Amar. This game is being played with a pink ball and white kit. Both Amar and Numan have really strangled the Gladiators here, as Gladiators pick up another single here. And Mavericks will be more than happy to give single once a while. Last ball of the 9th over coming up. You see just two fielders still, only 2 fielders outside. This one just away from the fielder on the cover, extra cover, didn't get his hand. Maybe he's got fingers to it. Gladiators pick up another single. 9 done here. 52 for 3. Northwest Physiotherapy and Massage, another sponsor of ours, sponsoring the tournament. Kinetic Sports, Source Sports, YYC Sports, Auto Reboot, and Prep Ultra. Huge shout out to all of them for making this tournament happen. We're seeing Numan going to continue his spell. I think he's bowled 2 overs so far. Yep. 5 runs in those 2 overs and picked up a wicket. He's been swinging the ball in there. The speed is not He's at best military, slow, medium, but he's been able to swing the ball. As this one also, late swing, dips in, died on the batsman, hit it towards the extra cover, who's more of mid-off, who's on the circle inside and now being pushed towards the boundary line. So Harpreet is facing Noman. This one pulled the length back a little bit. Defended in fielder in cover was ready. Came in sharply and stopped the batsman from taking any run there. Good fielding. Again swung in and takes his leg stump off. That is brilliant display of swing bowling there. And Mohammad Mustajab giving a send-off to the opponent captain Harpreet. He is swinging that ball and swinging quite late. That's the problem, where the batsman is not able to adjust to the late swing of the ball. Came in sharply and took away the leg stump. Harpreet walking back, dejected. Fourth wicket now down. Harpreet is an important batsman for the Gladiators. Excellent spell here from Numan. Misbah walks in. He's got a job to do. If the Gladiators want to post a good total, one of these two have to play out of the part of their skins. And it's not easy at the moment, as Numan is in midst of a fantastic spell. Two wickets in his spell so far. He's bowled 2 overs and 3 balls. Gurveer on the non-strikers end. Mustajab is setting the field up, making sure everybody's there, checking with umpire a number of balls remaining in this over as the batsman takes the guard, middle and leg. Numan once again came in after pitching, angling in the ball. The length was a little shorter than the previous one this time. Even then it swung a little bit in the air, not as much as the previous one did. This is fantastic skill on display here. Hitting the abdomen. This was a quicker one, a little quicker than his previous few balls. He's surely got a spring in his step now. He, along with Amar, have been tormenting the Gladiator batsman. No momentum at all so far in the innings. In the batting innings, this one full toss, again swung. End of a brilliant third over as well. Just 1 run and a wicket. 4 dots in this over as well. End of the 10 overs so far in this innings. Half of the overs done. And Gladiators 53 for 4. Not the score that they would be happy with. But I have to say that Amar and Numan have really put on brakes. Amar Maqsood 1 for 11 in his 3. Numan Javed 2 for 6 in his 3. As Qamar Pal Singh is taking over the charge in the bowling department. He's replacing Amar. Outside the off stump and moves away after pitching. Outswinger. The Mavericks have been moving the ball. Numan has been moving in the air off the wicket, and we see Harpal as well, Kamarpal as well. Pitched up, going straight to the fielder at mid-off. Gurveer was interested in a single, but sent back the non-striker, rightly so. And don't want to lose any wickets at the moment. Outside the off stump again, moves away after pitching. Might be better off taking a middle and off guard here. He's standing outside the leg stump. The front leg is literally on the sixth stump. Oh, brilliant bowling here. Batsman, there's an appeal for bold. The keeper is pointing at the bail. The bail has fell, and I think he's been adjudged bowled. Yes. That ball was so close to the stumps, and it hit the outside edge of the bail or the stump. Kavarpal strikes. Half of the Gladiators are back into the hut. I think it's Gurveer who got bowled there. Just the ball just kissing the bail there, or the stumps. Can't say from here. There's no facility of replay, but another loss here for Gladiators. Safi Omar, another experienced campaigner. He's got decent runs under his belt. He's a good left-hand batsman as well, bowler as well, Safi. Kavarpal has not given a run so far. This is his first over in his spell. .53 for 5. The Gladiators would be really disappointed with that performance so far. That too in a final. Long weekend here in Canada. On the occasion of Labor Day on first, as this one walks in towards off stump and a wide signaled. Haven't seen many extras in this innings. They have been pretty disciplined, the Maverick bowlers. The left-right combination, Kamarpal trying to adjust to that. This one was angling across the right-hander. Good ball. Right from the start, the Gladiators did have a good couple of overs in the beginning, but lost the momentum post that. A courtesy magnificent spell by Amar and Numan, as this one Safi got beaten all hands up. Didn't have much clue what happened there. End of 11 overs, 54 for 5. It looks more of a test match than a T20 game. I mean, from the fielding positions perspective, I can't see anybody fielding in the deep at the moment. Just two fielders outside. Now the third one being dropped towards the boundary line. Powerplay going to long on. I can see long off, long on, and deep mid wicket in the deep. So just three fielders outside as Damanpreet has been brought in. Started the innings. This one cut towards the point fielder, misfield. Allows the batsman to take a single. Was hit straight to him there, but couldn't gather the ball cleanly. And Damanpreet adjusting his field to the left-hander. Fine leg is just about 10-12 meters inside the boundary line. A deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket, and a wide-ish long on, long off on the boundary line. So fielders patrolling the boundary line for Damanpreet, specifically for Safi. He has the reputation of clearing the field. Mid-wicket being moved towards the offside. Played in the direction of square leg, where fielder from deep square leg comes in running. And batsmen are happy with one. This is the time when they have to put pressure on the fielders. Should have been running the first one hard. This is 12th over of the innings. Spun a little bit, wide signaled. Was shortish on the length. Was quicker through the air. Slip. More of a second slip than a first slip. Gives it flight. Has been driven towards long off. Safi just walking for a single. Sometimes to get the momentum back, you need to put pressure on the fielders by running hard. Three fielders on the leg side patrolling the boundary line. Short third man point. Cover. Damanpreet picks up. Should be a catch. Is an easy one. The fielder was placed there for him. That's what Mohammad Mustajab is. Pointing towards the fielder that this is why you were kept there. It was a simple catch that Safi really guided the ball in the fielder's hand there. Pretty much curtains here for Gladiators. Though it's kind of early to say, but they are in dire straits here. 6th wicket down, 58 for 6. Damanpreet picks up a wicket. Safi Omar gone without scoring. No, sorry, he took a single. Caught Numan, bowled Damanpreet. Numan was the guy who didn't claim that catch, so once again, well done, Numan, for your sportsmanship. Harmanjot, the new batsman in. They have to show a little bit of sense of urgency here, the Gladiator batsmen. I know the shots are not coming, the big shots are not coming, so they need to run hard here, as this one has been hit towards the third man boundary, outside edge. A couple of runs here for Harmanjot. Probably Gladiators would be a little bit better off. They start running the runs hard and not depending just on the fours and sixes. You must use the anchorage. It's a big ground, so many gaps available. Make sure that you play all the 20 overs. Make sure you get to some total that gives some chance to the bowlers to defend, make a match out of it. At the moment, it looks like Gladiators have kind of dropped their shoulders. They have to believe that they can still do something with this game. This is a big final here. And come so far not to put a performance like that I'm sure they're disappointed themselves, and I'm not criticizing them, just finding it a little bit hard to understand the tactics here from the Gladiators in terms of running between the wickets. Kamarpal outside the off stump, well bowled there. And Mustajab, I think, got hit on the jaw after the ball ricocheted from his glove or somewhere on the neck. It looks fine though. 63 for 6. Comes out wanting to hit that ball over the boundary line, but Kamarpal followed him. Followed Swan. Defended back to Kamarpal by Misbah. Misbah also got decent runs under his belt. It was just a matter of execution here, as this one has been hit towards the mid-wicket. Misbah wants to, but sent back by Harmanjot. It would have been certainly catastrophic if Harman had responded to the call from Misbah. End of 13th over, 65 for 6. Mavericks would be mighty pleased with their performance so far, especially after sending in the Gladiators to bat. If you send your opponents into bat, this is the kind of performance you want your bowlers to put in. Kamarpal has bowled 2 overs so far for his 6, for given 6 runs and taken a wicket. We see Daman coming in for one last time in his spell. Swept towards deep fine leg. Should pick up a couple. They have 7 overs after this. Their plan should be to, 6 overs after this, 7 including this one. They should have thoughts of playing all the 20 overs here, the Gladiators. 6 down. It's a tricky situation. How to capitalize on the loose balls and keep rotating the strike. That's what the plan should be, as this one is really a bad line to bowl. It was drifting down towards leg stump. It's a couple there, Harmanjot. This one, a better one. Bowled from the back of his hand. Was a quicker one. Played towards cover, but quick single taken there by the batsman. That's what I was talking about. Put pressure on the fielders. Hit towards mid-wicket where the fielder fields. Misbah had to come back. He wanted a single. Luckily, the throw was wide. Damanpreet Singh bowls it from the corner of the crease. Cut towards point. Slow outfield. Ball almost stopped on its own before the fielder fielded it. A couple to Misbah. The score moves up to 73 for 6 in 14 overs. 6 overs remaining from here. If Gladiators don't lose wickets, should cross the 3-figure mark here at least. A fresh over started here. Single of the first ball. Ketan. It's a tallish bowler. Back of the length. This is defended towards the cover fielder by Misbah. 74 for 6. Walks a couple of steps. Think that is a drop. Went straight to the fielder, but couldn't hang on to the catch there. It was hit hard. Cover fielder got his hands to it. Another catch dropped here. Misbah survives. Took a couple of steps and hit the ball in the air. Lucky for him, didn't get stuck in the fielder's hands. As Swan again running down the pitch here. Harmanjot wanting to hit the ball on the banks of the inland cricket ground. 10 connect. And Ketan has bowled well so far. Again back off length. Harmanjot has to really pick the length of the ball first before he plays his shot. He's throwing the bat at it. All right. This one he waited for it. More like it. He should get a boundary there and gets a boundary. That's exactly what I was saying, that he has to have a look at the ball first, wait for the understand the length of the ball, the line of the ball, and then hit. Not just throw the bat at it. Better execution that time around from Harmanjot. Picks up a boundary, much needed one for the Gladiators. 79 they move to for 6 and 15 overs. So 30 legal deliveries left now in their innings, and Kamarpal is going to bowl his third over here. That's the bowling figure so far. Quicker one by Kamarpal. Should get a couple here. Misbah got a thick inside edge and ball went to square leg, where the fielder Zishan had to come in from short fine leg. Picks up another 2. Misbah here. Slower one through the air, gets an outside edge, should be a single, as Numan fields it at third man, running and cuts the ball. Gladiators move to 83. Hit towards mid-wicket. Another throw at the ball of the bat. Got connection. This time Harmanjot is trying to hit the ball hard. Not connecting. This one again walks down. Couple of steps. Kamarpal saw him coming down. Shortened the length of the ball. Got some bounce there, and Misbah was beaten by the bounce there. Good bowling here by Kamarpal. Miss it once again. Not timing the shot there, Misbah. Picks up a single nonetheless. Gladiators move to 84 in their 16th over. Last ball of the 16th over. Kamarpal comes in straight. Stumps and stuff. Misbah would have been gone if that hit the stumps. He was gone for all his money. Good fielding there by Conver. Conver finishes third over, 1 for 11. Weeknight T20 Division 1 final here being played at the inland. Those of who joined us late, Shaheen Mavericks won the toss, elected to field. They bowled 16 overs so far. Gladiators have scored 84 and they lost 6 wickets. Barring the first initial 2 overs, no momentum in the batting innings whatsoever. As Ketan starts a fresh over, has been cut. Should be a couple before Numan can get the ball back in. Crescent Stars at West Wind, 126 for 2. In 15 overs. Appeal for caught behind. It's a big appeal. And the umpire not interested. Mohammad Mustajab asking the batsman, hey, you hit the ball there with the bat. More than asking, he was telling him. It's Ketan once again. This one is caught for sure. Playing across. Got the outside edge. And Mohammad takes a simple catch. End of the resistance from Misbah. Gone for 16. 7th wicket down now. The Gladiators 86 for 7. Hamza, the new batsman, in. Ketan picks up his first wicket from the 9th ball of his spell. Full toss. Edge. And ball stops. But 7 or 8 meters inside the boundary line. Hamza picks up a double. 88 for 7 now. Gladiators. 2 balls to go in this over. Ketan right arm over the stumps. Outside the off. Throwing a punch at the ball. Missing it completely. This one edged as well. Is it going to cross the boundary line? No, just stops about a meter inside the boundary. Picks up another couple. Takes the score to 90. Looks like more of 110-ish from here. End of Ketan's second over. 6 runs and a wicket there in the second over from Ketan. A courtesy few edges of the bat of Hamza. Korpal is going to bowl the last over of his spell here. Bowling to Harmanjot. Harmanjot Takes a couple of steps down and punches the ball towards long on. Gets a single. Deep extra cover comes in now on the circle. Harmanjot. And is claiming the catch. Should be a catch. The umpires have made a decision, yes. It was a good catch. He picked up that one inches from the ground. Was hit well by Hamza. Brilliant catch that. Hamza has to depart. And Kamarpal picks up his second wicket. Akib, the fielder there, picked up that ball inches from the ground. And with his left hand. That was a brilliant piece of fielding. The Mavericks have bowled well. They have fielded well. Barring a couple of misfields. They were held on to important catches. They dropped a couple. But they also picked up a couple of difficult ones. You see that happening many times in games where the fielders drop easy ones but hold on to more difficult chances. And that's what we saw here from Akib. He didn't drop any, but fantastic catch there. Awais, new batsman, is going to face Kamar. This one hit towards the point boundary where Numan throws the ball back towards cover. Awais picks up a couple, takes the score to 93. 2.5 overs left now in their allotted overs. Oh, was bowled quick. Always wanting to hit the ball straight. Didn't connect. Missed the ball completely, and Mohammad Mustajab collected the ball. No runs. This one has been edged. Again, Numan has got some work to do. Gets in ball. Always picks up another couple. He's been a busy fielder there, Numan. The last few overs, seen the ball going to his direction pretty often because of the ages from the batsman's bat. Cover once more. Fine leg. Comes around and fields the ball. Always picks up another single. End of the 18th over, 96 for 8. The Mavericks would be surely happier of the two sides at the moment. There's a ball change. Not sure why, but obviously the shape of the ball would be the main reason. Ketan continuing here, swings the ball, the new ball, and it swings in the air. It drifts down the leg side where batsman uses his pads, flexes off the pads and uses the bat really. But flicks it off his pads, as we say. Picks up another couple. 8 for 98 now. Wide, definitely, as the umpire extends the arms and confirms that's a wide. 99. Getting closer to the figure mark here. This one has been lofted up in the air. Should be a catch. Would be a good catch to take. Yes, that's a good catch. The ball went miles up into the air. And fielder at deep mid-wicket had to keep his eye on it, be patient. Took a good catch in the end, and Ketan gets his second wicket. 9 for 9. Gladiators 99 for 9 in the 19th over of the innings. Talha picking up a good catch there, as Awais shaking his head while going out, as all batsmen do. Obviously, no batsman is happy when he gets out. So should be the case. Zain having a look at the field. Is the new batsman in? The last man. Again, lofted shot. Should have been 2, but Harmanjot not interested in the second one. 100 up now for the Gladiators. Harmanjot is batting on 15. Zain came in and took a single of the very first ball he faced, lofted it towards the long off fielder. Full toss should be a 6 here. Yes, it is. And it should be a no ball as well for the height. It is. Harman making use of that loose delivery, getting a maximum there. And he's got a free hit, which he would want to utilize as well, and push towards 115, 120, and give some score to their bowlers to defend. The ball is being searched. It's been found, and Kamarpal just throws in the ball from the boundary line. 107 for 9 now in the 19th over of the innings. 9 legal deliveries left here, as Kamarpal is stopped by the third man fielder. His fine leg was still moving. This one again lofted up in the air. Should be a couple. Went up in the air quite a bit, and long on came running, but the ball dropped short. Couple of bounces, picks up and throws back. But Harmanjot picks up another couple here and takes the score to 109 for 9. Outside the leg stump, should be a wide. Yes, it is. wanting to flick that off his hips, but didn't connect. 110 for 9. Ketan going for some treatment in this over. This one is slower one. Played back towards bowler who fields, and no addition to the score. I think he is the most expensive bowler in the innings so far. Again, slower one in the air. Should be a single. They take a single and Harmanjot retains the strike. Batting on 24. "15 runs of the over. Bowled 2 decent overs before this. 2 for 27 in his 3. We see Zishan Butt going to bowl the last over with his slinging action. Harmanjot plays it deftly towards short fine leg. Gets a single. Zain comes to strike now. Harmanjot moves to 25. Who knows, this 25 might be an important contribution. We'll wait and find it later how the Mavericks chase this. That for the moment, Zishan has been driven towards cover. Misfield there from Akib. Allows Zain to complete that run. Field now moved towards, fine leg moved towards the square leg as Zishan bowls a shorter one after seeing Harmanjot coming down, walking a couple of steps. Harmanjot placing it between the gap. The point fielder outside the circle. Might be better off to stay on the circle. He's standing about good 10 meters inside the boundary line, halfway between that one edged and Kamarpal fields. Cannot prevent the single. 2 balls left now. Zishan going for 4 singles in this over so far. See if he tries a Yorker. Yeah, the intention was there, but taken on full by Harmanjot. He's playing a handy knock here. Moves to 28. Takes the score to 117. Harmanjot showing some signs of tiredness now. He's been running. Last ball of the innings. This one has been hit up in the air. Should be a safe shot. Yeah, drops between the fielders, and Harmanjot picks up another couple. There should be a run out. Ends with a couple. Harmanjot 30. 119 for 9. We take this score from where they were. 110 was looking difficult. They have managed 119 here and giving a target of 120 to the Mavericks. Harmanjot playing a handy innings of 30 down the order. The top order not clicking today for the Gladiators. Some brilliant bowling from Amar and Numan, who put on breaks. We come towards the end of the first half of the match, where Mavericks have given a target of 120 to the Shaheens. Welcome back here to the beginning of the second innings. The chase is about to begin. But before that, we at 22-yard network, together with Canadian Cancer Society, we are playing for a greater cause. As you can see on the screen, uh, we believe cricket is more than a game. You know, it's a community. Many families, including our viewers and players, have been touched by this dreaded disease. Uh, Understand the challenges faced by the patients, their loved ones. We just want to do a little bit by lending our hand in this cause. And while the contribution may feel like a drop in the ocean, we assure you that it's a drop of pure intent and commitment from our side, and would like to appeal for your support so we can create ripples of change. Uh, the link is on the screen, so please would request everyone to please help with as much as contribution as you can make. No contribution is small. Remember, we can make an ocean by adding drops. So once again, please do your bit and support us in this cause as we focus now on the game. Mohammad Mustajab and Talha have started the innings. Zain is bowling the first over of the innings. Mohammad has picked up a couple of the second ball by flicking the second ball towards fine leg. Zain stops in midst of his third delivery. Looks like Mohammad was not ready, and Mohammad now ready to face Zain. Hit towards mid wicket. The fielder in deep comes running. The Gladiators would want to see the back of Mohammad Mustajab. He is a dangerous customer. It's close to the stumps, bowls it from close to the stumps. Targeting the stumps, although the bounce was above them, but bowling straight. And Talha defending well there. A shortish run up there. Ten steps driven up in the was in the air for a bit, but was away from the extra cover fielder. Mid off, stopped the ball. Tanha remains on zero. Swung in a little bit. Quick run taken there. Should have been stopped. That run, the ball went straight to the fielder there. Should have been stopped. Tala gets off the mark. End of the first over from Zain. 4 of it. Tala will keep the strike. The ball moved a bit. Looks like the wicket keeper has found something, maybe a key or something. Maybe from the previous fielders. If anybody is hearing us out, there's something that the keeper has found. If you lost anything on the ground, please have a word with the fielding team keeper. Safi Omar going to share the new ball with Zain. He's going to bowl over the stumps. Left arm over the stumps. Swings in. Ball goes towards square leg. Takes thick inside edge of Talha's bat, who adds one more to his score and one more to the total. 115 now needed of 18.5 overs. The required run rate 6.11. I have to say that they got some total to defend. This one, Mohammad Mustajaf wanting to hit over the infield and didn't get all of it. Dot ball as a result. Safi is moving the ball in towards the batsman. This one going across. Mohammad Mustajaf watching it go past him. Gurveer, the keeper. Driven through the extra cover region. Does it have the legs to reach the boundary? It doesn't. Stops inside. And Mohammad Mustajab takes a couple. Was hit hard, but the length of the grass in the outfield slows down the ball. Seven for no loss now. The Mavericks need 120 to win the championship. The Division 1 Weeknight T20 championship. Taken on full and hit towards the mid-wicket region. Mohammad picks up another single. Moves to 6. And Mavericks move to 8 without any loss of wickets. Safi is adjusting his field as Talha gets ready to face Safi Omar. Left arm over the stumps, closer to the stumps, has been hit pretty well. Should be a boundary or maximum. It's a maximum. He picked up the length pretty well there. Talha pivoted on his foot and dispatched it over fine leg. Boundary for sixer. First innings, so first sixer of the innings for the Mavericks of the bat of Talha. 14 for no wicket at the end of the second over. It's a run a ball game for Mavericks, so as long as they hold the nerve and don't try anything silly, it should be their game. Zain starting a fresh over, driven towards the extra cover region by Mohammad, picks up another single. (14) 15 for no loss now. Short of length. pulling the length a little bit back there. Zain Arshad and Talha Paracha coming onto the front foot, defending the ball, getting himself behind the ball, straight bat. As Arshad comes around those stumps now, this one has been hit towards the square leg boundary. There's a chase, fielder is running after the ball, and Talha picks up another couple, gets into double figures. Zain around the stumps once again, pitching outside the leg, moving towards off stump, defended there by Talha. And this one has been hiked over square leg boundary for 4. Was a little bit short in length. Made perfect use of the bounce of the ball there. Talha is quite strong in that region, as you can see. A 6 and a 4 to his name now. And the fielder at the square leg being dropped down to the boundary line. So long on and deep square leg is out. Has to be careful there, Gurveer. He has to collect the ball behind the stumps. From where I'm sitting, it looked like he might have collected that a little too close to the stumps. End of the third over, 21 for no wicket, 99 required by the Mavericks to lift the Weeknight Division 1 T20 Championship. This one has been hit again by Mohammed towards the extra cover. He favors that region quite a lot. We have posted the link of the fundraiser campaign for the cancer patients on our Insta page. Would once again appeal for a generous contribution from all our patrons and the cricketing community at large. Safi. His appeal for LBW is close. Might have just been drifting towards the leg stump. That's what the umpire as well indicating. It was drifting down the leg. Close call there for Talha. The Gladiators won't mind a wicket or two here. Put some pressure back on the Mavericks. Closer one. Crossover for a single as the fielder was in deep, and Talha recognizing that called in Mohammad, who responded. Leg byes signaled by umpire. Both the opening bowlers bowling pretty close to the stumps here. Outside the off stump, flashes. 2 should be the call. 2 it is. Was short, was wide. Mohammad threw a kitchen sink at it and connected. Gets a couple more for himself and his team. Moves into double figures. And Mavericks move up to 25 for no loss in the 4th over. The last ball of the 4th over coming up. Driven towards mid-off. It's a run there. Should have been stopped. Mohammad took a long time. Was ball watching. Figured out that both the fielders missed it. And then ran like Usain Bolt to complete that single. Not really Usain Bolt, but you get the drift, what I mean. So Talha is batting on 14. Mohammad Mustajab 11, 26 for no loss. At the end of 4th over, Safi has bowled 2 overs for 14. I think we're seeing a change in bowling. Harmanjot. Is going to start the proceedings of the 5th over. Single of the first ball. The Gladiators have to stop the singles. They have to make it difficult for the Mavericks to rotate the strike. Yeah, they might invite them to go over top, and that's in lose ball, and should be another maximum. There's a brilliant pickup shot there from Talha Paracha. Full toss on the leg stump. As soon as Talha saw that, his tongue started to salivate. Dispatched that ball over the fine leg fence for another maximum. It's the kind of bowling that a batsman would want to face all the time around the year. This one full toss again, and this is a better shot. Ground shot covers the boundary line. 4 runs. Full toss outside the off stump. There's 2 full tosses in a row now. Bad bowling here from Harmanjot. They don't have too much of score to defend here. Need to get the line and the length right here from the beginning. No time for looseness. A punch through the point region for another boundary. This one is close. Dug in shot, tried to pull, was beaten for pace, and luckily for him, it dropped short of the fielder there. This is a better line, a better length here from Harmanjot. $11 of the over so far. Talha batting on 24. Couple of sixes, couple of punches to the boundary. Should be a wide. Harmanjot played a handy knock for the Gladiators in the rear end of the innings, but he has to contribute here with the ball. This one again a better line, better length. Has to be more consistent. I'm not happy with himself there, but end of the over. 12 from it. 38 for no loss. The Gladiators were a similar score, although they had lost a wicket. I think they were 42 or 43 in their 6 overs. And 39 for 1, I think, in their end of fifth over, if my memory serves me right. This tournament being organized by Calgary District Cricket League, powered by Creek Clubs, and brought to you by 22 Yard Networks, sponsored by YYC Cricket, Prep Ultra, Source Sports, Kinetic Sports, Northwest Physio and Massage, and Auto Reboot. Safi. Punch towards out the throw from the deep, hit Mohammad's arm. He's in some pain there. The first ball was played towards the extra cover boundary. The fielder was returning the ball. He threw the ball. The sun was directly in the eyes of the bowler, who couldn't see the ball, and hit the arm flush. Mohammad in a little bit of distress there. The magic spray comes out, and there you go. Abracadabra. Let all the pain go. He's in some pain there. Never easy to take a blow off a cricket ball. .39 for no loss. Last over of power play in proceedings here, as Safi comes from around the stumps now. Wants to get the ball in with the angle. That's what exactly he does, but and stops the single as well. Paracha not out on 24. Good ball there, good length ball coming in after pitching in. The key is the length here. Tala is quite strong on the onside, as we have seen. Most of his boundaries came on the onside. This one definitely played towards fine leg, where the keeper had to go and collect the ball. Tala moves to 25. Mohammad still in some pain. The good thing is it's not his top arm. so he can hold the bat strong. Though it might be a little bit difficult for him to generate the power from the bottom hand, we'll see, but does look in some discomfort there. As I was saying, to generate the power from the bottom hand might be difficult for him. He is in some pain there. It was a strong throw that hit him direct on the wrist area. Safi bowling the last over of the power play. Picks up another single. Could be a better field for that kind of line and length, and he's getting the ball in. So I probably would have kept an single saving fielder close on the leg side. Maybe a shot mid-wicket. End of the power play. 42 for no loss. Paracha batting on 26. Talha Paracha. And Mohammad Mustajab 14 from 14 deliveries he faced. Three bowlers used so far. We see Harpreet Jatana going to start a new spell. Safi going for 18 in his 3 overs. Zain Arshad 11 from 2, and Harmanjot was a tad bit expensive. Bowled a few loose full tosses that were punished. A partnership of 42 from 36 balls. As Tala's contribution is 26, Mohammad's 14, and there are a couple of extras. 78 now needed of 14. The required rate just about 5.5 runs and over. Always is being introduced in the attack. Looks like an off spinner. The first ball has been hit towards deep square leg by Talha Paracha. Moves to 27 and chasing 120. The Mavericks are 43. In response, the strong response from the Mavericks so far. And as I often say, this is the phase where the game really begins. A few wickets here and there. This one has been hit straight. One bounce. Gets a single as the ball comes back from the deep. Right arm over the stumps. Always. Tala trying to make room. Misses it completely. Gurveer using his bats to stop that ball, as was a little quite full actually, not little. Always making sure that his fielders are at places that he wants them to be in. A quicker one. Is that a catch? Doesn't look like. It was a quicker one for sure. Beaten for pace here, Tala. Good variation from Aves. This one is up in the air. There's no fielder there. And the good shot there from Tala. 4 runs. "31 not out." I think he's retiring hurt here. Or retiring. We'll have to wait and watch. Will it be retired hurt or retired out? Talha playing a good knock here, being replaced. We're seeing this happen quite a bit in T20 now. The new batsman in. As a result of that batsman retiring, well, it is not retired out because the score is saying 48 for no loss. So Fahad is replacing Talha. Faces first one has been hit again towards deep square leg. The fielder will cut it off, and Fahad starts with a single. None for 49 in 7 overs. Chasing 120 to win the championship. The Shaheen Mavericks look in more than a comfortable position as of now. They should be on course to victory here. Won the toss earlier today, elected to bowl and bowled out the Gladiators for 119 in their 20 overs. Half of their side was out for 50 odd runs. A strong response from the Mavericks here. Mohammad Mustajab batting on 15. Talha Paracha retiring for 31. He had a few good shots. A couple of sixes. I think 3 hits to the fence for 4s. Amin Adil is going to start the eighth over of the Gladiators. Short right arm leg spin. Quick action. Fahad cut it straight to the fielder. No run. Short ball. Hit towards fine leg for 4. That was a bad ball. Made complete use of that loose delivery from Amin. Sometimes very difficult to grip the ping ball for the leggies. Mavericks bring up the 50 of the innings, 53 for no loss. Fahad. This one slower through the air. Back of length. The length could have been a little bit more foolish, but it was slow through the air, so Fahad not timing that shot as much as we would have wanted. This one, a better looking delivery. Hit straight towards the bowler, where he dives towards his right and fields the ball on his own bowling. Oh, that just fell maybe a foot ahead of the fielder, Hamza. Last ball of the first over from Amin, barring that one loose ball, has been okay. This one has been guided towards the third man boundary. Should be a couple. Mohammad Mustajab not interested in the second. End of 8 overs, 54 without any damage. As it now looks like Mavericks are on course to lift the Weeknight T20 Division 1 Championship. This final is being played at the Inland Cricket Grounds. It's a sports park here. We've got a few baseball. That's a straight one into the hands. Good catch there. It was flying a little bit with some speed. He just guided that ball straight into his hands, and the fielder accepted it with both hands. And there's the first wicket down for Mavericks. It was a quicker one. And Fahad departs after making 6. Aves gets the big through for the Gladiators. Let's see if this opens some doors here for them. And a few couple of wickets. You never know. This game has the habit of biting your back at times when you don't want it to bite you. And never take the game easy. And I'm not saying Mavericks are taking the game easy. I'm just saying that they shouldn't be. Overconfidence sometimes, most of the times, proves to be dangerous. So let's focus on the chase and make sure you cross the line. A little bit of spring now in the steps of the fielders now as Aves gets ready again to bowl to Damanpreet now. This one has been cut, was in air for some time. Picks up a couple. Good catch there from Hamza. The previous ball. Moves out a little bit more towards Gullish. Area adjusting the field now. Quicker one. Played straight towards the bowler where he feels, and no addition to the score. Damanpreet on 2. Mohammad Mustajab on 15. Driven, good looking shot there. Will not get to the fence. A couple strolled for a couple there, the batsman. That was a good looking shot. Lent him the drive, the weight coming forward, head bending towards the ball. This is a shot for catch, but this one might just cross the fence. It does, as we see the signal from the crowd being signaled as 4 by the umpire now. Was a good shot. Remember, the previous one was a very good shot. The previous one was even better actually than this one. So wicket of the first ball and then 8 runs of the next 4. Defended back to Oves. Oves finishes his second over. Provides the breakthrough. Then got hit for 8 runs in that over. 62 for 1. Things. There's a game played between Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka. Zimbabwe at one point of time was winning the game. This one again driven by Mohammad Mustajab in the same area, a similar looking shot. Maybe they find a way to plug that shot, place a fielder there. Picks up another single. Zain. This one has been cut. And Harmanjot fields there. Misfielded, but doesn't concede a single. Yeah, so Zimbabwe should have won that match. It was the last over. They needed 10. They needed 13 in 2 overs or something. It was a good 19th over bowled by Sri Lankans. One misfielded and takes one again, the direct throw, but he's made his ground pretty easily. And then the final over, they needed 10 runs, and Madhushanka picked up a hat-trick. He bowled Sikandar Raza and Grava, and then Maniunga. Driven straight. Zain drops his hand and was able to stop that. And there's a T20 triangular series going on in UAE. Pakistan, UAE and Afghanistan. And there was a game played between Pakistan and Afghanistan that Pakistan won. Should be a single. Maybe they come back for 2. They do. 66 now. Slow one picked up. The fielder is trying to come under the ball. And he picks up a wonderful, wonderful catch there. That is some catching. It was in the air for a long time. It was a short ball. Mohammad Mustajab picked it up. Didn't get the distance. But the fielder had to run a good 15 yards from where he was. He had sun in his eyes. Excellent catch there. Second wicket down for the Mavericks here. 66 for 2. Zain Arshad picks up a wicket. On the league side of things, 100 being played in UK. In England, so far has been a good tournament. Few close games, few games that have been low scoring. Tomorrow there'll be an eliminator in the men's round between Northern Superchargers and the Trent Rockets. 11 a.m. local Calgary time. And in the women's side of things, London Spirits and Northern Superchargers would be playing the Eliminator as well. That would be early morning, 7:15 a.m. Calgary time. And the Tri-Cities UAE will be playing Pakistan tomorrow. This one has been lifted. Should be a maximum. Yes. Excellent shot there from Damanpreet. He is making his bat talk here. Takes the score to 72 for 2 now. Less than 50 needed. For the Mavericks to win the championship here. Awais, this one shot has been hit towards the deep extra cover. Misfield. Lucky that it didn't cross the boundary line. It would have been 2 in any case, but you don't want to misfield and support your team by saving runs. This one full toss. Should be a boundary. Excellent shot. That's pretty loose stuff from the bowler there, Awais. He's been taken to cleaners in this over so far. 12 from 3 balls. 27 from his spell so far. 1 for 27 and 2.3. That's expensive by any means. Let's see if he can come back. This one, short one again. Damanpreet rocks back onto his back foot. Hits the ball towards deep mid wicket, picks up another single, takes himself to 22 from just 11 balls. Akib is the new batsman. Head towards deep, straight, mid off, deep. $80 for 2. Slog gets hold of the ball. Damanpreet. End of the over. 1 for 30 from his 3. Should be a couple of runs there for Daman. Harmanjot. This one has been hit up in the air. It will fall short. It does. Couple of bounces. Brings Akib back into the strike. Harmanjot looks a little tired. He did a little bit of running. during his batting, but he's a young bloke. Quicker one, misfielded again. Harmanjot running back, making sure that there's no overthrows. Stung the hand there, the fielder at the short extra cover. Another single for Damanpreet, who puts this ball away towards deep mid wicket. Hit straight towards the bowler. Last ball of the 12th over, 86 for 234 required to win the game and the championship. Akib walks into that shot and drives it towards the long on area where the fielder misfields and allows another run. Should have been cut to single, but resulted in an extra run due to that misfield. 88 for 2 now. The Mavericks in response to 119 for 9 from the Gladiators, requiring 120 to chase, are well on course to victory here unless there is drama in store, which looks far-fetched, to be honest here, but we know anything can happen in the game. Misbah is going to bowl the 13th over of the Gladiators. This one has been hit up in the air. Is it a catch? It is. And Damanpreet perishes. Oh, the first ball of the Misbah spell. Played across, slog shot. Went straight towards the fielder placed at the deep mid wicket, who did a good job of taking that catch, accepting that opportunity with his both hands. A good knock there from Damanpreet. 27 of 16. He would have wanted to stay till end and get the team over the line. Not to be. Yasir, 4,500 runs almost. Three down now, 488. The Mavericks still need 32 of 7.5 overs. Should be a walk in the park, really. As long as they keep their heads on the cool, 4 runs and over is pretty much walk in the park, especially when you're playing on these kind of wickets where the wicket doesn't do anything. You can trust the bounce. Perfect batting pitches. So 3 dots so far from Misbah. They need a lot more than just the dots. They need a few wickets. Good ball there from Misbah. Edge. Takes the edge of the Yasir's bat and goes to the short point area. 4 dots in a row. And sometimes the dots do build up the pressure, but the Mavericks shouldn't be really bothered about 4 dots. They got enough balls there. And all they need is to just tap the ball in a gap and pick up singles like that. They don't need to do anything out of ordinary. Flighted ball, slow one. Ends the over with 2 singles. So good start here from Misbah. Picked up a wicket on the first ball of his over. 90 for 3. To give you the feedback on the Division 2 final that is being played in West Winds, St. John's are in a difficult position, chasing 163. They are 87 for 6 in 14 overs and need 76 in their 6 overs remaining. This next one here from Harmanjot, the quicker one. Akib defense back to Harman. Sun setting just behind us. This one has been picked up and played towards the deep mid wicket fielder. Akib picks up another single. It's a game of singles really from the beginning for the Mavericks. Yasir Iqbal. And Akib Majid on the crease. 2 new batsmen. That's all they need to do. You know, it was a good ball. Just dab it in the gap. Run through for a single. They will get a bad ball, a loose ball here or there. This one has been hit straight towards the long on fielder. One bounce. For some time it looked like an opportunity, but it fell short of the fielder there. Full toss has been dispatched with disdain over the fine leg fence for a maximum. That's what I was saying. You will get a loose ball. And you capitalize like that on those loose balls. Brilliant shot there by Yasir Iqbal. Wanting to bowl faster one. Missed the line and the length completely. There Harmanjot goes for a maximum. The score moves up to 99 for 3. Harmanjot has been expensive. And this one has been picked up. The fielder is getting under it. And he drops it. This was an easier catch than the previous one. There was a different fielder there at that point of time. This was not a sitter. I wouldn't call it a sitter, but was a simple regulation catch that should have been taken. 20 as Yasser gets a life here. 3 figures up for Shaheen Mavericks. 100 for 3 now. Just 20 needed to cross the finish line and win the final here at the Inland Grounds. The final of the Weeknight T20 Division 1 tournament as this one comes out. There should be a simple catch, and he's been taken in the deep. Good catch there in the deep. Misbah picks up his second wicket. A wicket on the first ball of the first over, a wicket on the first ball of the second over. For Misbah here. The fourth wicket down. Is there a twist in the tail? He was dropped on the previous ball, Yasser Iqbal, at the deep mid wicket. But the very next ball, although a different bowler, was picked up in deep. It was bowled a little slower, and Yasser coming down the track, not reaching the pitch of the ball. The light fading. Enough light to play though. And Misbah Ketan trying to slog sweep. Gets an edge, the ball goes to a short fine leg where the fielder fields and Ketan crosses for a single and brings Aqib Majid on to strike, who's been playing okay. Quicker one driven towards punch towards point rather than driven. Picks up a couple. Oh, direct throw would have been close. Probably not. As close as it looked. I think he made the ground there, but would have been interesting. 17 now needed of 23 balls. Flighted, takes an edge and just a couple of yards short of the short third man there. It's good change in the pace. He's varying his pace quite well here. Misbah. Comes down the track, hits it towards the long off fielder for a single, and gets Ketan on to strike, who I'm sure is gonna try and whack this out of the park. He does. He picks up that ball. It was quicker ball. 6 to Ketan, 6 to the Mavericks, and brings the required runs down to 10 now. Plenty of overs left. You could tell from his body language that he wanted to hit the ball out of the park, got a faster one and picked up off his legs there, and was a delightful stroke in the end. Wasn't a slog by any means. A skillful shot there. You can see the Mavericks dugout getting ready for celebrations. Long fought battle so far. Reached the finals, the Mavericks and the Gladiators. Shaheen Gladiators and Shaheen Mavericks. Zain hit towards the deep mid wicket. Call for two. Sent back by Ketan. Down to single digits now, the target. This one has been hit towards the deep. The fielder gets a hand. He stops the boundary. There's good fielding there. Good commitment. Good to see the fielder still committed. They know it's difficult to win the game from here, but still giving everything they have. Zain hit towards the long on. Wideish long on. He had to cover some distance before he could get to that ball. A single. 7 now needed. This one has been picked up. Is that a catch or is that a six? We'll wait and watch. And he has held it. Has he gone out of the boundary? No. He has held that catch, and that's the 5th wicket down. Too little, too late here for the Gladiators. He was never going to get there by singles. You know, as I said earlier, his body language was communicating that he wants to smash them out of the park. The length was there. He didn't get the timing right. Got the ball under the bat, but wasn't able to go the distance. Good catch there. Amar is the new batsman in. Just 7 needed now. And Zain picks up his 2nd wicket. 2 for 18. He's bowled all right. A pretty economical spell. So far, he's got one more ball to finish the spell. 7 runs needed in 25 balls. Driven should be another single before Damanpreet comes. Is there an overthrow? Oh yeah, he didn't field the ball, but lucky the non-striker sent Amar back. Is the Mavericks scorecard so far. 114 for 5 in 16 overs. A good knock of 27 from 16 from Damanpreet. Talha Paracha retired hurt for 31. Major contributions from those two guys. Mohammad Mustajab also played a handy knock before he was dispatched. Zain Arshad just finished his spell. That's one. Harpreet. Ball came up and, how to say, well played by Amar. He got behind that ball, covered the bounce pretty well, and presented a dead bat, a typical test match looking defensive shot. Full toss now, hit towards mid wicket. And gets another single. Just 5 needed to win the trophy here. Mavericks, they were brilliant with the ball, especially Amar and Noman. Noman was simply brilliant, and there's another catch there. 6 wicket down. Late drama. It was a quick one. I'm not sure why Harpreet didn't bowl earlier. He looks to be a decent bowler. Just judging by the first 3 balls that we've seen, he could have brought himself in earlier than this. And sometimes, you know, even if he's not a regular bowler, sometimes when things are not working, you do some things differently and see if you can make things happen. Got a new batsman walking in, Kamarpal, who's going to face Harpreet. Mavericks have to get 5 runs to win the tournament and the championship. Well within one single shot of victory. Getting his fielders in right places now. Although might be a little late, but still putting pressure on Kamarpal. Hit towards the extra cover. Just a single. Just one shot can do it for the Mavericks. On the other hand, 4 magical balls for Gladiators. That was a good ball. That was quick. Beaten for pace there. Surely Amar. It was almost the first magical ball. Outside the off stump, hit towards the point area. Should be a couple. There is a fair bit of... He makes it. Looked like the fielder is hurt a little, but he's just flexing his leg there. So 2 runs required to win the game here and the championship. End of 17 overs. 118 for 6. Safi Omar has been given the ball. And Kamarpal will be taking strike. It is a bit dark now. There's still enough light. This has been hit towards the fine leg boundary. This should be it. Yes, as the boundary has been signaled by the umpire. And the Mavericks win the T20 Weeknight Championship here at the Inland Grounds by 4 wickets. Gladiators giving them a target of 120. Completing that in the 18th over, the Mavericks. Courtesy a couple of good knocks here from Damanpreet and Talha Paracha. Good support from Mohammad Mustajab as the match summary. Harmanjot, the top scorer for the Gladiators. 30 not out. Shahzil, 22 of 20, and Mohammad Rehan, 19. Numan, 2 for 6. He was absolutely exceptional from his 3. Kamarpal, 2 for 17, and Ketan, 2 for 27. Amar bowled pretty well as well, 2 for 11 from his 4. Talha, 31. Damanpreet, 27. Mohammad, 18 from 19 balls. Zain Arshad for Mavericks there with 2 wickets. Handshakes around the ground, and you can see the worm there. We come to the end of this telecast. The news that the Mavericks have won the T20 Weeknight Championship in the Division 1 here at the Inland Grounds by 4 wickets. With that, me and my fellow colleague saying goodbye from the Inland Cricket Ground.